Hey guys, thanks for coming back and watching another video. So today I wanted to touch on the topic of unboxing dolls. I've noticed that in the doll community a lot of people have been talking about it and telling their viewers what they like to do, and so I thought that I would partake and let you guys know what I like to do with my dolls. So I have a few dolls that I'm going to show you that I have not shown you in previous videos, and just explain what I like to do when I am collecting. So I would say that the majority of my doll collection is loose dolls. And the reason for that is that a lot of the dolls that I find are at, flea markets or antique malls or estate sales. And most of the time when I find them, they are, played with. It was somebody's doll that they had when they were a kid. And, I take a lot of enjoyment in finding dolls that are maybe in less than ideal condition and, getting them ready for display. In fact, most of my vintage dolls up there, I didn't pay very much for because they were really not in great condition when I found them, and I had to kind of clean them up and, dress them and fix their hair and all those kind of things. So that's something that I enjoyed doing, so I certainly don't mind finding loose dolls. But I also like to collect dolls in the box, especially if they are ones that have value. There's a lot of dolls that the value doesn't really change very much when you unbox them. And there's some that it will change a lot if you take them out of the box. I say a lot, might be $20 or, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the dolls that I have and explain why I have done what I have done. So I think I'm going to start with a more recent doll, which was actually a pretty popular doll when she was released, and not exactly an easy thing to find. I thought that I might be able to find her at Target or something, but I actually ended up having to order her online. But this is the Barbie look. I think they call her like the sweater dress doll or something along those lines. But I think I really like her outfit. I love her little accessories and all of that. And I have not taken her out of the box yet, but I do plan on taking her out of the box. The reason being, I actually watched a unboxing video on YouTube, and it looks like underneath her stockings they put, I don't know if it's plastic or tape or something along those lines. I want to say it's maybe to protect the joints or something, but this would be a good example of why you should unbox some dolls, because they could deteriorate. There's packaging materials and things that can deteriorate, and if you leave them inside the box, obviously they're going to deteriorate. If you take them out, then you can, remove those things and keep the doll still looking nice. I think that I want to say the reproduction ones of like the original Barbie, they had some kind of a plastic strap that went over their shoulder, maybe holding them in the box. And I have seen some at toy shows and things like that are still in the box, and those bands deteriorate really bad, and it'll actually almost stick to the body and kind of discolor the body. So for me, that would be a good reason why that doll should have come out of the box early on, and why that particular doll maybe should not have stayed in the box, because she's not going to look nice on display because she has, some old discolored kind of plastic stuff on her shoulders. So this doll, probably the same thing. I would imagine that plastic stuff would not hold up over time, so she's probably going to have to come out. Plus, I kind of want to play with her accessories because they're very cute. She's got like all these little things up here. Very cute. Now, that's like the most modern one that I'm going to show you. These other ones, I have a original black Barbie. This is one that is a good example of keeping in the box because there's not really anything that is going to affect her in the box, and she looks very nice in the box. And she also has some value. So this is one that I'm definitely going to keep inside the box. That was one I was looking for a very long time, and I was very excited to get it. Another example of that would be the Magic Moves doll. Now, I actually have the white version of this doll. that is loose. I found her randomly. She doesn't have her outfit or anything. I had to redress her. This doll is kind of fun to actually play with because she has the moving mechanism. So, for some collectors, they want to play with that. They want to open it up and see it in action kind of thing. So this would be an example of one that probably, collectors maybe would want to open because you want to actually play with her. She actually does something. So, but the box is kind of nice too. Now for me personally, again, this is one that I see that has value. So this is one that I would like to keep in the box, and I like the way that the box looks. So for me, this one will stay in the box. And the last example of that, which if any of you follow me on Instagram, I think I put some pictures up. This is the Peaches and Cream, which I got at a toy show, and the guy that sold it to me gave me a very good deal on this doll. So this is one that if I decided to sell her, I would definitely make more than what I paid for her. And I think this is sort of a coveted doll. Now, even loose, this doll still has value. So if I was to unbox her, I wouldn't necessarily lose, lots of money. But for myself, this is one that I will also be keeping in the box. I was very excited to get her. Now, there's actually quite a few, I would say, 80s and 90s dolls that I have that are boxed, and then I also have a unboxed version. So that way I can get the best of both worlds. Specifically, it's like the ones that I had when I was little, so I still have those that I played with, and then I also decided to go ahead and pick up one in a box because most of those I can find for, $10, $15, maybe $20. So it's not a huge investment, and that way I have the best of both worlds. So, all right, the last ones I'm going to show you are the earring magic dolls. Now, I didn't have one of these when I was a kid, but I have noticed that a lot of people really like these dolls. Now, I happened to go to an estate sale, and I found the black version, and she was in, a pile with a bunch of loose dolls. And when I went up to pay, they charged me the same price for her that they were charging for the loose dolls, which was $1. And I was like, sure, that sounds great. Now, when I got home and I looked her up on eBay just to see, how much she's worth, this is actually a pretty rare doll. Not to say that there's none out there for sale, and I did look on eBay, and it looked like there were a couple that had sold for $30 to $35 in the box. But the only one that's listed right now, as of today, somebody has it up for $900. Get out of here. If anybody pays $900 for this doll, give me a break. Just wait a little while until somebody else lists one. Don't pay $900 for a doll because it's a hard to find rare doll. If you're going to do that, go ahead and buy yourself a really nice old Barbie. It just blows my mind. So this is an example of one that I will keep in the box. Now, the box is not exactly ideal, but there's nothing in there that appears that it's going to deteriorate or anything crazy. And the window, even though it has some dents in it, it's actually still intact. So it's not like there's a hole in it where, it's going to get dust and dirt and, mildew or, anything crazy in there. It's still a fully sealed box. So this doll I will be keeping inside the box as well. Now, as for the blonde one, I found her on a Barbie group, I think, and I got it for a pretty good deal. Now, I actually had contemplated having the seller unbox her to send her to me just to save a little bit on shipping. But the shipping price wasn't that much different, so I said, go ahead and send her to me in the box, it's fine. Now, I knew when I purchased her that the box was damaged, and it's kind of hard to tell. I guess you can see it. But the window is damaged. It's actually got a hole in it. Now, when things like that happen, I'm more inclined to open the doll because I feel like it's going to get, even if I put it in a tote, it's still going to get some kind of dirt or dust or something inside, maybe damage the doll. And, I either will display my dolls or I will put them in Ziploc bags and put them in a tote so that they're protected and they're not going to get damaged when they're in storage. So I think I'm going to go ahead and open this doll. I've been thinking about it, And I figured if I'm going to make this video, why not go ahead and crack her open? So I'm going to do that right now. Now, she actually has, you know, some of them are sealed on the top, so you know for sure that she's never been out of the box. This has a flap, so there is a possibility that she's been out of the box, but she's still attached, so it's all good. So let's go ahead and get her open. The other nice thing about unboxing is if no one else has done it before you, or made a video before you, that you get to see what the accessories are. You know, sometimes when I get a loose doll and I'm trying to get her redressed in her original gear, I have no idea what shoes she's wearing. I don't know what color brush she came with. I mean, it's little things. You know, if you're a collector, sometimes you want to have all the original stuff. And there's a lot of times that I search on Google and I try to figure out what shoes they're wearing, and all the pictures are like from their head to their waist, or, you know, it chops off at the knees, and I have absolutely no idea what shoes that they're wearing. So that's kind of the other nice thing, is that you get to see all the accessories, and if there's any little fashion booklets. These things are great. Honestly, there's so much Barbie stuff out there, and half the time, like, I'm discovering new stuff all the time. Even when I go to estate sales, you know, I'll buy like a bag of clothes, and the fun part for me is going through and identifying everything and putting all the outfits together and labeling them and all that kind of stuff. So these little booklets are very handy, because sometimes you will see stuff in here that you've never seen before. In fact, right now I'm looking at what appears to be a sleeping bag with Barbie on it. I've never seen that before. Kind of cool. So I'll peruse through that in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get her open. So the nice part is, with the old Barbies, they're not like attached. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but I don't like how some of these new dolls, and even the clothing, it'll be like attached with a piece of thread, and the thread will either go into her head or into the clothes. And if you try to remove it, there's like a little hole, or like when you're taking it off the Barbie's head, there's like a plastic piece and you got to try to clip it down, and all that's a mess. Old school. The little twist ties, that's where it's at. Keeping it simple. Maybe a little piece of tape. I'm good with tape. Just don't sew the stuff down. Like, it ends up kind of damaging things, you know? Alright. I think this is the last twist time. Alright, got some tape. Go ahead and bust that open. Got some little flaps here, another piece of tape. Alright, let's see if I can break her loose. She's a very cool looking doll. You know, there's some people that do unboxing videos and they don't show the actual unboxing process. I kind of enjoy the unboxing process. I know it takes a little while, and sometimes things get stuck, but I like to actually watch the doll coming out of the box. Alright, so I think that's it for her. Yeah, she's cool. I like her very much. She's got like a, you know, kind of a pleather outfit on, but I guess by the point that this doll was made, they started making this pleathery vinyl stuff a little different, so it does not appear to be like flaky or anything crazy. I don't know why this doll reminds me a lot of Rappin' Rockin' Barbie. I don't know if it's just like the crimped hair, maybe the face mold, but the Rappin' Rockin' was one of my favorites. Alright, so here she is. She's got this cool little, I don't know, belt thing with the little dangles on it. I like it. The earrings are nice. This is actually a very good quality doll. I can see why people like to collect her. She's pretty cool. She's got a little ring on there. Her hair is super soft, and she's got like a silver band in her hair and her little poofy bangs. She's pretty cool. I like her. All right, let's see what other stuff we got here. We know that it comes with the earrings, right? That's the big whoop-de-doo. The earring magic. Okay, so in the little pack, it looks like we just have a basic pair of pink pumps, you know, like Totally Hair Barbie's pumps, or, you know, the typical 90s pumps, and then a nice little brush, which I have an abundance of, but I use my brushes because I like brushing doll hair. It's fun. All right, now let's see if I can get these earrings out of here. which I'm assuming are just clip-on earrings since they're for kids. Good gracious. I might actually have to tear this box open. Come on out. All right, here we go. Got one of them loose. So yes, it is just a little clip-on earring, but that's kind of cool. And I did have intentions of actually trying to wear this, but I don't know. Can I do it? Oh yeah, look at that. Yes. All right. Let's see if I can get the other one out. You do actually have to rip the box, which is unfortunate, but I don't keep my boxes. I guess that's another thing with collectors. You know, there's some that actually will keep the empty boxes. I won't lie, my Totally Hair reproduction doll, I opened it and then I kept the box. But I don't normally keep the boxes, just because they take up a lot of space, you know? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, yeah, styling, yes. All right, go ahead and put on her shoes, and I'll show you the final product. I was gonna bite that. You didn't see that, did you? I have scissors. Alright. So, here are her little pumps. Very cute. It's interesting. I've noticed with some of these dolls, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see like a little black mark here? It's actually the bending mechanism, I believe, that kind of, I don't know, you can see it, you can kind of feel it on the outside of the leg. I've noticed that with a few of them. But thankfully her legs aren't discolored. Sometimes that'll happen with the dolls. They'll get that like spotted, like leopard print looking legs. Alright, there's her shoes. Very cool. Alright, let me see here. Let me see if there's anything that I can show you guys in this booklet. Wow, they've got like birthday supplies. Oh, we've got the warranty. It's probably a little bit outdated. Yeah. So this is kind of cool. We've got some jewelry here. We've got some looks like birthday supplies, some cake and little party favor things. Ooh, we've got some kind of fancy box here. Oh, these are towels. That's kind of cool. Oh man, they got the roller skates on the bottom here, guys. Anybody have Barbie roller skates? I had some Barbie roller skates when I was little. Very cool. Man, they had some sports equipment. Yeah, these little pamphlets are really fun to look through. Find all kinds of things that you didn't even know existed. Alright, well I guess that's it for today. I hope you guys liked everything that I showed you. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye!